What's up, everybody? Welcome to another monthly ranking video where I rank every first-time watch movie of each month. And today I'll be ranking all the first watches of November 2024. Okay, so just like the October one, there's only 5 movies that I watch. But despite it being that less movies, it'll probably still be maybe a long video because I think that last one was like 40 or 50 minutes long. So, yeah. But anyways, I know my number 5 I won't talk about too much because I did talk about it in my Richard Linklater ranking, which was my last video. Check that out. Um, but but yeah. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, my ranking of the November first watches. All right, so let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So coming in at number 5 is like I said, this I talked about this in my Richard Linklater video, and it's obviously directed by Richard Linklater. That is Mia Orson Welles. This might have been the first movie that I watched this month. I can't remember, but I know that this one was the one. This was the last Richard Linklater movie that I needed to watch in order to say that I've seen all of his films and rank his films. I think that's probably why there's only 5 of them on here, because I spent a lot of time this month rewatching Richard Linklater films. So, and I obviously couldn't put them on here because I already seen them. But me and Orson Welles, I gotta say, I'll just keep it brief. A surprisingly good movie. I thought the performances were good, and yeah, I liked it. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but I still enjoyed it though. It was pretty good. Not my favorite Linklater film, but still, me and Orson Welles. That is number 5. Okay, now coming in at number 4, we got the first of 2 Taika Waititi films. I think I'm saying his name right now because I remember last time I talked about him. That was when I watched Eagle versus Shark in my last monthly ranking video. I called him Taka Waititi. Sorry, but I believe it's Taika. So yeah, Taika Waititi. Anyways, my number 4 is well, let me show the poster since I don't have the movie itself. My number 4 is, if I can get it to load. Okay, number 4. It's an MCU film, and that is Thor Ragnarok. I haven't seen Love and Thunder yet. Is that the other one? I think so. But yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Now let me say, I'm not an MCU fan. I haven't seen too much MCU films. I've seen the first Iron Man. I've seen the first 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Not the third one though. And I think I watched the first Thor movie too, but I know I saw at least some of it, and maybe I watched it all, but I didn't really pay attention to too much to it. The only thing I remember was that scene when the rednecks are trying to pull the hammer out from the ground, and then the fucking tailgate, is that the name of it? The thing in the back of the pickup truck, like, gets it gets taken off of the truck. So that's the only thing I remember from it, and I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, Ragnarok, surprisingly, I enjoyed it. I actually did. I even thought the story was pretty good, to be honest. It does end on like a cliffhanger, and I don't know. I think it like Avengers Infinity War or something like that. I think was the follow up, maybe, or at least one of the follow ups to this film, and so maybe they talked more about that in that, or maybe it was Endgame. I don't know. I like, doesn't Thor like get fat or something, and he like kind of basically turns into the dude. That's what I heard in either Infinity War or Endgame, and because of that, that makes me want to watch them. But no, actually, because of this movie, I have to say I might need to watch some MCU films now because I mean, even though despite watching very few, and I did like the first Iron Man and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies were okay, but despite that, I was on the quote unquote hate train for MCU just because. And I still kind of agree. I mean, I won't say that they're not cinema, but they do kind of ruin cinema. And I think nowadays, like most of them aren't very good now, but especially because of Disney. But yeah, but I don't know. This movie made me pretty interested, and the humor was great. It was a really funny movie. Taika Waititi has a great sense of humor. There's another Taika Waititi film on here I'll get to later. It's not Love and Thunder, but which I heard that movie wasn't very good, but still. And also I had to say Cate Blanchett was amazing as the villain in this film, and she was sexy as fuck. I have to say. But yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty decent film. It was very fun, and yeah, I liked it. I liked Ragnarok. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok. That is my number 4. Okay, coming at number 3, we have sorry, let me get the poster up again. All right, coming at number 3, we have Edge of Tomorrow, which I have to say I don't like this poster, to be honest. I know it's supposed to be like one of those weird suits or whatever, but the mask looks too much like Halo, and I'm like, I don't know. I just don't like that poster. But the movie itself, I did enjoy. I borrowed this from a friend of mine, and I liked it a lot, or pretty well enough. I had to say I was a little bit confused by the ending. I mean, I think I might kind of get what happened, but it was still kind of odd to me. But aside from that, Tom Cruise was great. Emily Blunt stole the show, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a simp for her now, but because yeah, I now have a crush on her. But no, she was fantastic, and even what's his name, Brendan Gleeson was even in it, and he was only like in 2 scenes, 2 or 3, something like that. But maybe a little more. But I love Brendan Gleeson. He's a great actor. So yeah. And of course the concept, the time loop thing, but as a war film, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Although they're like fighting like these alien type creatures too, but it's. I thought it was done pretty well, and what I thought was interesting was the editing, but also the way that they didn't show everything that this guy goes through. I mean, that would be annoying anyways, but there's like some stuff that we don't even get to see that Tom Cruise's character goes through, and we just hear him say that he did it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting, like I'm like, wow, he's like it's kind of a fast-paced movie, but I will say the pacing's not bad. It's not, but yeah, we don't get to see everything, and I thought that was kind of interesting. So I mean, we don't get to see everything like in Groundhog Day or Palm Springs either, but still, like, I don't know, it's just some stuff that you would think you would see, but you didn't. Like stuff that's like part of the plot, but yet we don't actually get to see him do it. We just hear him say that he did it, and it's very interesting. But yeah, and yeah, great film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I might like it better on rewatch. I don't know, but yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, good movie, and that is my number 3. If I can get number 2 to load, that would be great. But okay, so coming in. Just give me 1 minute. This piece of shit. Alright, alright, be right back. Okay, never mind. It loaded. Okay. So coming in at number 2, we have a film by Mike Mills, who is now a director that I'm starting to watch. I did also watch 20th Century Women, but I didn't put this on here because I watched it this month. So that'll be on the next one, but that was a good movie, I will say. And I even liked it better than this one. Spoilers for the when I do the ranking. But coming in number two is Mike Mills. Right now, his most recent film that is "Come On, Come On," starring Joaquin Phoenix. And yeah, this movie was good. I kind of like Edge of Tomorrow. I do feel like maybe I'll like it better on rewatch. And I also the ending kind of confused me on this one too, a little bit. But I don't know. I still don't really know what's going on, but I think I have an idea. But other than that, yeah, I thought this movie was pretty interesting, actually. Not just good, but like interesting. Like I kind of knew that it was about like Joaquin Phoenix, like him, like interviewing kids. But what I didn't know was that this movie was really about the relationship between him and his nephew, who is different. He might be autistic, maybe. I feel like he is. Like he definitely seemed like he was, and yeah, it was a really good movie, a really interesting movie, and I thought Joaquin and his nephew had great chemistry in this, and also it's in black and white, which is really interesting. I do like it whenever I do like some modern movies that are in black and white, and they don't even have to be in black and white, but like this one didn't need to be, but I like that it is, and the black and white cinematography is great looking. Kind of like Nebraska as well. Great film, by the way. But yeah, like oh, and Francis Ha too is another one. Like these movies don't have to be in black and white, but they are, and it's really interesting. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, really good movie. Like I said, black and white cinematography in general was good anyways. Like I still think it would be a cool looking movie even if it was in color, just because of how the camera looks in this and stuff. It's really cool. I thought the editing was pretty cool too, how they put in the interviews within the film. And yeah, it's really cool. The kid was great in the movie. I thought who played his mom was really good, and there's also Joaquin's sister, but not his real sister, his character sister. But yeah, good movie. Maybe when I rewatch it, I might like it better. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, come on, come on. It's a good movie, solid movie, and that is my number two. And we're not even at the 20-minute mark, and we're already at number one, so that's good. But anyways, okay. So coming in at number one, we have the other Taika Waititi film. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think this movie... Okay, it has a little... It has a 3.1 on Letterboxd, so that's okay. But I found this movie to be very underrated. Let's see. I don't know where it stands on the ranking. I know I don't like it better than Eagle versus Shark, his debut. I really liked that one. I might like this better than Hunt for the Wilder People, though. I don't know. Anyways, I believe this is his most recent film as of right now. And that is my number one, Next Goal Wins. So, I remember what I said about, in my Richard Linklater film, when I talked about, Last Flag Flying, I said that it's about, it has a subject that I'm not really interested in, but yet the movie itself, because it was very well written and had great performances and whatnot, I still thought it was a good movie, and that's what I think about this movie. This movie's about soccer, and it's particularly about, and it's supposed to be based on a true story, which is very interesting, but it's a soccer team in, was it, American Samoa or something it's called like that? America Samoa, which I didn't even know that was an actual place. I just figured Samoa. But anyways, Um, but yeah, the soccer team, and they're supposed to be like the worst soccer team like in the world, basically. And they get a new coach that got drafted there or whatever, promoted there, whatever. Who was played by Michael Fassbender. I love that actor, by the way, and he does an amazing job in this film. And he teaches them how to be good. You know, he trains them to be good, and yeah, it's a great film. This movie surprised me. I did not expect this movie. I thought maybe it would be okay at best, but no, I actually really enjoyed this film, especially by the second half. In the third act, the ending is amazing, and yeah. And also I want to give a shout out to what's her name? Kaimena, maybe. That's not showing me her profile on here for some reason. But anyways, the actress who played Jaiwa, who is this trans woman who is on the team because she's not legally a female, so that's why she's still on the team. And she was a real person too. She was awesome. Her character was fantastic in this film, and the actress playing her was fantastic, and it was just really cool seeing this badass trans woman play soccer on a male team, you know. And I think she was supposed to be the best character, the best player too. But yeah. Also, this movie has it also has Elizabeth Moss. I like her a lot. She's a really good actress. I loved her in The Invisible Man, and she's also a crush of mine. So yeah, and also Will Arnett's in this movie, which I'm not a Will Arnett fan. Him and Matthew McConaughey, I think, are like some of the creepiest actors. And aside from a couple performances like BoJack Horseman, I liked him in the Will Ferrell movie Semi Pro, and maybe some others too. But yeah, I don't really care for Will Arnett. He was okay in this, I guess, but Elizabeth Moss plays Michael Fassbender's wife. Or I think they're like separated or something. But yeah. Oh, also I forgot, which I can't say much because it'll spoil. But there is a really good twist in this movie that I did not. At least I think it was a twist, unless I just wasn't paying attention. But I think it was a twist, and I will say it involves Michael Fassbender and Elizabeth Moss's daughter, and it was something I just didn't see coming. And I thought that was a really good twist, and how they revealed it was amazing. And yeah, the final game in the film is awesome. And yeah, like, I don't give a shit about soccer, let alone sports in general, unless you count professional wrestling as a sport, WWE. But you know, most people don't. But anyways, yeah, I'm not a sports guy, but yeah, I liked this movie a lot. I thought it was really good. And Michael Fassbender, while not his best performance, still fantastic in this film. In my opinion, his best performance is Frank. If you haven't seen Frank, watch that movie. It's amazing. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. Much like Thor Ragnarok, I wasn't really expecting much, but I liked both movies. So yeah, I like Taika Waititi, and what I've seen from him so far, I enjoyed. So yeah, I still need to watch Jojo Rabbit, though. I need to watch Jojo Rabbit, Boy, and I think Thor Love and Thunder. Haven't seen Boy or Jojo Rabbit streaming anywhere, unfortunately, but yeah, but no, I like that direct. Oh, and What We Do in the Shadows too. I forgot about that. I haven't seen that streaming either, and that one looks very interesting. But anyways, but yeah, so far of what I've seen from Taika Waititi, he does kind of like almost have like a Wes Anderson style to his films, and even the sense of humor is a little similar, but he still has his own thing too. Like, his movies don't look like Wes Anderson, but you can definitely tell there's an influence for sure. Like Thor Ragnarok doesn't seem like a Wes Anderson movie, but like some of the others very much reminds me of Wes Anderson. So yeah. Anyways, Next Goal Wins, really good movie. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. No, I think it's on Hulu, not Netflix. I was gonna say Netflix, but no, I think it's on Hulu. It might even be on Disney Plus as well. But yeah, yeah, good movie. And that is my number one favorite movie that I watched in November. So yeah. All right, there we go. There is my monthly ranking for November of 2024. So in the comments, put down, even though you never do, but that's fine. But if you want to, please put down, your ranking of all the first watches that you've seen in November, or just say what your favorites were that you watched, your first watches. And what was your favorites that I talked about? So yeah. Okay, so I think a video that I have in mind that I need to do is my ranking for all the 2017 films I've seen. I think that will be my next video, unless it's the try not to laugh challenge reaction. That might be next. But anyways, yeah. And I do want to apologize for not releasing videos that much. I think last month I only released I think 3, but yeah, I haven't really been every week like I promised. I just been lazy, and I don't know. I do like doing this channel, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's not my main focus anymore. I enjoy doing it. Excuse me, but and I love, watching movies, so that gives me an excuse to put up videos. But I don't know, it's just not my main focus right now. I'm kind of more focused on my music career right now, which it's not really going anywhere at the moment, but I'm still working on it. So yeah. But I still will release videos, so don't worry. I just wanted to say that. Because I haven't been releasing that much lately. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the bell. And I'll see you guys later. Alright. Peace.